Why hello there you fine ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing today? Welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront Loadout. This time it's the Heavy Trooper, a powerful and heavily armored soldier who fights in the front lines of the battlefield. This loadout is a great choice if you want to play the objective and protect a certain spot on the map, and can also be used to great effect when zoning certain areas of the map. This is also a quite versatile loadout, as you can either play as a one-man army completely dominating the battlefield, or a support player providing suppressive and supporting fire, working with teammates to take on the opposition. Alright, starting with the star cards. The Heavy Trooper uses a thermal detonator, the back-to-bomb, and the adrenaline stim card. For the trait, this loadout utilizes the Berserker, which gives a large boost to blaster damage and 50% damage resistance once the trait reaches level 3. As I said in the previous loadout video, you must be under 76 health for either of these perks on the Berserker trait to activate. Now the downside of this trait is the fact that health regeneration is much slower. In a way, this is actually a perk if the trait is up at level 3, because the damage boost and resistance only activates under 76 health. You will be most powerful when damaged. So the longer you can stay damaged, the better you're going to be with the Berserker trait. However, if you're not up at Berserker trait rank 3 and you don't have that damage resistance, again, you're going to be sitting behind cover for a very long time waiting for that health to regen. So in that case, it is not too good. Therefore, using the back-to-bomb and adrenaline stim are great counters to this reduced regen, as they will immediately regenerate your health. Not to mention, using the back-to-bomb gives you extra damage resistance, meaning you can absolutely tank damage with this loadout. It's kind of ridiculous. For comparison, normally you have 100 health. Using the back-to-bomb and Berserker at level 3, you will have 100 health plus what I think is a 20% health boost from the back-to-bomb. Then, once you reach 75 health, you will receive 50% damage resistance from the trait, not to mention your blaster is going to be dealing incredible damage. Now, the Heavy Trooper uses the DLT-19, which is a heavy blaster rifle which actually greatly benefits from the damage boost of the trait. Because of its high rate of fire, the DLT-19 becomes incredibly powerful on the battlefield with the rank 3 damage boost. This blaster also caters to the loadout's playstyle, as it can take on multiple enemies before overheating. Although this loadout is very prominent at close and medium ranges, it does have a few downsides. Many of these downsides revolve around ranges. Although the DLT-19 is very strong with this loadout, it can be easily outperformed at certain ranges. For example, at close range, blasters like the SE-14C and DH-17 are almost always going to beat the heavy blaster. However, if you have Berserker up to rank 3, it is very likely that you will be able to come off on top due to the damage boost as well as the resistance. Long range, on the other hand, is not something you want to concern yourself with when using this loadout. The DLT-19 is simply not a great long range contender, especially if you're going up against someone with a blaster meant for longer ranges. Thankfully, there's not too many of those in this game. So when you're using this loadout, make sure to stick to medium and close range encounters. Sometimes you should also look out for the lack of retreat options when using this loadout. If you find yourself in a firefight you can't win, a jump pack or personal shield are usually a great way to retreat. However, this loadout does not have either of those. Thankfully, this loadout can be a complete tank, and you can often just defeat multiple enemies at a time. However, there are still many battles that you will not win. The best option would probably be to use the adrenaline stim and continue fighting. Still, this loadout does lack a sure way of retreat. Despite the few downsides, I think this loadout is very, very strong. I had a blast playing it, and I think it is really, really good for these objective style game modes like Extraction, which I'm playing here. This loadout is amazing for just charging into the enemy line and charging on the objective and taking everything out and securing it and defending it. It is incredibly, incredibly powerful. That the 50% damage resistance means you can just be a moving tank beside the objective point and defend it with everything you've got. Also, if you're attacking, this can also be extremely useful because of that damage boost. it just turns you into a machine out there on the battlefield, and you can definitely win it for your team. Really not too many loadouts in this game that just give you that one-man army type of feel, but this loadout certainly does. I mean, most of the games I played, I really didn't stick with my teammates, and I still ended up doing alright, because you can just tank so much damage. I know I've said that so many times now, but it's true. You just become such a tank with this loadout. But I like how, if you choose, you can still play that really supportive role. You do, of course, have the back bomb, which can be used to help your teammates, and in addition, you are just this complete machine, which can really help out your team, supporting with suppressive fire from the back. So I would definitely suggest this loadout if you like playing those objective type game modes. It can also be good for just those TDM game modes as well, like Blast. It's just a really good all-around loadout. So that'll be all today. If you have any loadout you would like to see on this channel, please let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you, goodbye.